We're just learning that the President and the First Lady are waiting coronavirus test results. This is all in the wake of the senior advisor to the President, Hope Hicks, who tested positive for the coronavirus later tonight. So the President is tweeting right now. We want to show you that and read that for you right now. It says, Hope Hicks, who has been working so hard without even taking a small break, has just tested positive for COVID-19. Terrible. The First Lady and I are waiting for our test results. In the meantime, we will begin our quarantine process. So this is breaking news out of Washington tonight. It's almost 11 p.m. on the East Coast, and the President there tweeting saying he and First Lady, his wife Melania Trump, have announced that they are in self-quarantine after Hope Hicks tests positive for the coronavirus. Daytona?
Yeah, so just minutes ago we announced that it was breaking news that Hope Hicks had tested positive, and so now we are seeing him react to this, and they are taking precautionary measures and going into quarantine along with First Lady.
That's right, and obviously the entire Washington press corps, the White House press corps, will be anxiously awaiting these test results that the President and First Lady have taken to determine if they're negative or positive for the coronavirus. You're seeing footage right there on the on the right hand of your screen where Hope Hicks was traveling with the President yesterday on Air Force One to that rally in Minnesota. She traveled with him to the debate in Cleveland on Tuesday. And you're also seeing just some file footage of Hope Hicks there in the right-hand corner of your screen.
You made a good point, though. It's not just President Trump and Melania that Hope Hicks was with, it was other representatives as well.
Yes, other senior staff members from the White House. We saw Jared Kushner walking with her to board Air Force One. We saw Dan Scavino. So a lot of people in and around the White House were around Hope Hicks yesterday. And just to reiterate, she is the closest advisor to the President who has contracted the coronavirus. Earlier when we broke in to bring you up to date on Hope Hicks, the closest person to the President who had contracted the coronavirus to this date has been his national security advisor, Robert O'Brien, and that was a couple months ago. He had to self-quarantine as well for 14 days. So this story is breaking right now, and we'll bring you more updates once we have it.
Now, we also know that the coronavirus, you can get it earlier than, when she tested, so who knows how long she's had it for. I know that they have been doing sporadic testings of all of, everyone who is surrounded, who the President is surrounded by, but I don't know how often they're doing those. I don't think it's daily, so it could have, she could have had this for a little while longer.
Right, that's like, we don't know if she's symptomatic or asymptomatic. I haven't seen much reporting on that just yet, but she is and has been for the last few days publicly been in very close proximity to the President, and that is why tonight we're learning and bringing to you this information that in the President's own words, he and the First Lady are self-quarantining.
Andrew, this is kind of interesting because I'm not sure I would have expected them to have such a quick turnaround when it comes to exposing the fact that she does have it and immediately saying, okay, we're going into quarantine. Right. We've seen the stance that President Trump has taken, not wearing his mask anywhere really. So this is interesting. This is an interesting situation.
And the President is tested regularly. We don't know yet, he takes these rapid tests and the results very quickly. So I'm kind of surprised we don't really know the results of those tests just yet. And just to update, for those of you watching, the President has events tomorrow. He's meeting with donors. He has another rally. It's only 33 days left before the election. So this could really put a dent in campaigning if the outcome is the worst case scenario, if he does test positive. But we will bring you everything up to date on once we find that out. But as far as we know it right now, the President and the First Lady, per the President's Twitter account, said they are self-quarantining after
let's look at that tweet one more time. So again, he's saying Hope Hicks, who has been working so hard without even taking a small break, has just tested positive for COVID-19. Terrible. The First Lady and I are waiting for our test results. In the meantime, we will begin our quarantine process. You can see this tweet absolutely taking off on Twitter. 17.2 thousand retweets. This is the President of the United States who has been exposed to the coronavirus.
That's right, and he's been in close proximity to the coronavirus. And it'll be interesting to see reaction from the Biden campaign. I'm sure they'll really take this and run with it, because they've been very critical of the president's coronavirus response. And if this so happens that someone so close to the president has contracted the virus, I'm sure they will never miss a chance to bring that up.
Also, Mike Pence has been in close proximity with all of these people as well. So he's got his debate next week.
That's right. His debate is next week, October 7th, and like we said, these figures are tested so often, and these tests that they take come back with results so quickly, so rapidly. So
15 minutes is, I think, the fastest rapid test that they have.
Right. So that's why I'm kind of surprised that we, already don't know the test results, if the president and the first lady have taken them already. But they are awaiting those results as we speak. They're in self-quarantining per the president's tweet. So we'll be bringing you more updates once we have it. But
so that was exactly 15 minutes ago, that tweet that he sent out. So yeah, like you said, any minute we could be seeing those results on,
right.
on
The White House reporters, I'm sure, are on it. Once we know, we'll bring that to you. But coronavirus hitting very close to home for the administration in the White House tonight.
So we were showing you Mike Pence, who we were just talking about. He has been busy today. He was in Iowa. So let's head back to that. Of course, if we get any more developments, we will bring that to you live here on News Now from Fox.